Hola, hola, muy buenas a todos. Aquí yo sé con otro capitulazo de GreedFall. Y bueno, como había dicho en el capítulo anterior que no nos dejaba eh, completar la misión de encontrar y ponerle su ropa a Constantine, estuve buscando y si no se soluciona ahora, porque era poniéndole el jubón viejo o gurbón viejo, yo qué sé. Y si no se soluciona así, mierda. Estamos un poco jodidos. Coño. Lo que... Vale. Jugón viejo bordado, sí. No, pero claro, se lo puse... ¿Este quién es? Constantine. Ah, claro, se lo había puesto al otro, me cago en... Ahora nos tendría que dejar hacer la misión. Vale. Se lo había puesto al otro. Pues... Nada, ya lo he conseguido. Después, aquí tenemos... Señor de Coursillo. A ver, vamos a enterarnos qué le pasa a este. Ay, no, espérate. Mierda. Vale. A ver, este es para... Dile al capitán que estás listo. Coño, es que me quedan misiones, tío. A mí me gusta hacer todo.
Your Highness, I'm
Manía.
happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Preguntar sobre el
I need to
machete.
be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
¿Qué le pasa a este, tío?
Yes? Well, how can your old...
What will be your official title on TFRD? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official
Pero esto ya se lo
advisor.
habíamos preguntado,
Nothing
tío.
more.
Entonces, ¿qué pinta está aquí
But
diciéndome
His
ven,
Highness
bien?
has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic... I am
Nah,
therefore
esto ya lo habíamos
also
leído
your help.
It's always a...
en capítulos anteriores.
I need to be leaving. I have quite...
Venga. Continuamos. No perdamos tiempo. Coño, con mañana. Aquí hay algo. Cogerlo todo, ahí, todo, todo. Todo para mí, todo para mí. Quita, coño. Desgraciado. Te tengo que salvar la vida. No me das ni unas moneditas de oro. Asqueroso. A ver. Vamos a ver, tenemos a este aquí, quite coño.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Sobre el dumete que ha desaparecido. Preguntar por el secuestro.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy.
Ay,
A Naut,
coño, que
you
ese
say?
ya le he dado.
According to one...
A kidnapping. I would have noticed. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Pues nada, preguntarle a este borracho.
Who are you?
Hostia,
I
está
don't
enfermo.
recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Preguntar qué ocurrió.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is
Voy a por él.
completely owned by his love for the game.
¿Qué
You
tanto
think we
pasa
can
aquí?
trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
A ver. Tenemos una misión aquí, a ver si me deja. Dile al capitán que está listo para el coño. Tenemos... Encuentra diferente entre los secuestradores. Vamos allá. Mira, este es el puesto del estafador. ¡Uy! Iba a decir, por aquí no se puede pasar, pero espérate que me interesa... ¿Qué te coño? Tío. ¿Por aquí? Plaza de los Príncipes. No hay nada por detrás, por delante, ni nada de nada, ni mucho ni poco. Me quedo esperando la vida pasar coños aquí. Vamos para adentro.
Might I help you, sir?
I
¿Puedo
would
llevarlo,
like to have a
señor?
word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Vale, por ahí no es, así que vamos para arriba la señora de la casa. A ver si está buena. No,
Oh, I know you.
una vieja.
I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Hostia.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. but it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some
Bueno.
fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Vamos, salimos. La historia está súper guapa, tío. Hostia, ¿qué cofre aquí? ¡Quita, coño! La historia está súper increíble. Vamos allá. Quítense, que llevo prisa. Quítate, borracho. ¿Quién es? Ah, este es el... pistolas, tío. Espérate.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Ah, no podemos negociar con él. Tiene pistolas, tío. Yo es que soy más de luchador a distancia. Solo he robado unas par de moneditas de oro. No se preocupe. Espérate. Por cierto, lo que echo de menos es saltar, tío. No puedo saltar. ¿Cachis? Vamos a hablar con el amigo, almirante o capitán, o yo qué sé lo que es.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Pero espérate.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Pide la información al señor Kovish, no sé quién. No, venga,
Be back
marcharme.
soon, Captain.
You see anyone
Vuelvo
else who
enseguida,
might be
capitán.
able to help us?
Venga.
Anyone who's not a Naut?
How I would like my father to be.
Vamos a pedir la información.
Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nauts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nauts. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Venga, vamos a descubrir dónde está
That could
retenido
be of use to us.
este muchacho. Porque si no nos va a costar a las arcas de Selene o Teleme o yo no sé, han pronunciado varios nombres y no sé ni, vamos, ni en qué ciudad estoy. Tenemos algo aquí. Ah, no te lo decía el recipiente. Me gustaría que preparara varias comidas y las llevara a los almacenes que tenemos en el canal. Mi marido tendrá que trabajar unos días allí con su ayudante y sus hombres. Así que asegúrese de que hay suficiente comida para todos. Y sea discreta, no queremos que otras familias se enteren de lo que está pasando. Que es su normal, y deja la nota aquí. Gracias, sirvienta. Encuentra la forma de liberarlo, pues tenemos pelea.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings
Pues
don't
sí tiene
scare
comida.
us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Pues no veo nada por aquí, ¿eh? Quita, coño, joder. Ponen en el medio. Ah, tenemos algo. Ah, tenemos algo por aquí. Vamos a ver.
What are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Nords are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nords took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you
Aquí
be so
tenemos
kind
un
as to hear
problema.
what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Intentar razonar con él.
You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a
Fracaso.
parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nords. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nords.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Bueno. Ya lo tenemos ya. Por aquí hay como una salida.
So it's here that our man keeps his son.
Vale, está ahí. Por aquí tenemos algo. ¡Hala! Hemos conseguido cositas aquí, ¿eh? Hablar con Jonas.
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
¿Podremos ir directamente a informarlo? No, tíos. Qué putada. Voy a salir por aquí como recochineo. Hasta luego, colega. Y tenemos que informar a este tipo. Y levar anclas. Pero espérate. Tenemos cositas que comerciar. Vamos a ver.
It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you?
Vender. A ver, es que tenemos varias cosas, tío. Como por ejemplo. Esto no. Esto tampoco. Espérate, si me equipo primero. Vamos a ver, primero vamos a... Tenemos esto. Vale, esto no lo puedo usar yo, ¿vale? Vale, que tiene las mismas aquí, está usado. Torso. Mira, esto lo tenemos ahí, pim pam. Vale, vamos atrás, el guante. Esto me baja muchas cosas. No, venga. Y las botas. Resistencia elemental más 2. Pero claro, me baja armadura, tío. Venga, vamos a... Resistencia elemental viene bien. Y tenemos aquí esto. Que tenemos... Nada. Cacaravaca. Vale, vamos a cambiar a este. Venga, a ver, ¿qué tenemos para él? ¡Wow! Torso. No, creo que todo lo que tiene... Nada. Nada. Vale, nada. ¿Y de espadas cómo va? No. Y nos queda este. Nada. Este se lo dejamos. Resistencia mágica 6% y forzar cerraduras más 1, Venga. Nada. Y nada. Perfecto, vamos a hablar otra vez con el nota.
Welcome. Have you seen anything?
Vender. Esto no puedo. Así que vendemos. Tampoco puedo, pero vamos a dejarlo. Espérate, que tenemos aquí un montón de cosas, tío. Vale. Vamos a dejarlo por si acaso que tengamos que hacer cosas con esto. Vale, perfecto. Yo creo que tenemos todo. Coño, que le tendría que haber dado el triángulo aquí. Comprar, a ver qué tiene. Uy. Mosquete corto. Requisitos, rifle, armas de fuego. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo ahí. Vámonos. Mesa de trabajo, vamos a ver. Vamos a investigar un poquito. La artesanía te permite mejorar armas y armaduras. La ciencia te permite crear pociones y trampas. Necesitas conocimientos para poder usar el taller. Invierte puntos de talento deseado. Utiliza ciertas piezas de equipo o compañeros que te otorguen una bonificación. Cada punto de talento desbloqueará fórmulas nuevas. Además necesitarás ingredientes. Vale, no puedo hacer nada, así que... Venga, vamos a... Ya sabemos otra cosita nueva. Tú sigue ahí esperando. Vamos a informarle de que su grumete está disponible. Esto ya lo hemos escuchado.
All we can do is plus. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Gracias. Reputación con los nautas, más 3. Bien. Pedir permiso para abordar. Nivel 4, bien.
We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Marcharte de escenario.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
Bien.
To discover Tia Freddy. My isle.
Ya estamos.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
¿Cómo? Hostia, que la rapa está allí. Me cago en su puta madre. ¡Ay! Espérate, que tenemos puntos de tributo, de tal, así que armas de fuego. Requisito 2 puntos. Armas blancas en una mano, requisito 2 puntos. Armas pesadas en una mano. Útil para neutralizar... Vale. Yo creo que me voy a guardar este puntito, tíos. No, este yo no puedo, así que sería este. Oh, no, este. Voy a guardarme este puntito. Voy a ponerme los atributos. Constitución, precisión, agilidad, poder mental. Joder, fuerza. No, voy a ponerme este. No, el de el poder mental. ¡Hala! Un nuevo logro. Y puntos de talento que será en el nivel 5. Nos queda un nivelito para eso.
The beast is awoken! Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this. What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
A la mierda el viaje.
Let's send them ahead.
¡Oh! Hostia. ¿Estás loco, tío?
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Uf. Gracias al máster.
Captain, keep my cousin safe!
¡Hostia! Coño. Uf. Hostia, coño, que le he dado el círculo, tío. Coño, ¿cómo me ha dado ahí? Hostia, fuerte bestia, tío. ¡Buah! Es fácil porque le baja la vida, pero... Claro, no estoy muy apto a los controles todavía. El tema de combate todavía estoy un poco verde.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long.
Venga, vamos, vamos.
I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic...
Espérate, mira, tenemos algo aquí.
as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in...
Omitir secuencia que ya la hemos visto. Uy, que me coge, el desgraciado. Y toma. Joder, tío, que le he dado el círculo. Me jodas. ¿Ves que le he... Tío, que le he dado? O sea, que está... Me cago en... Tú imagínate enfrentarte con una espada, ¿estás loco? Ahora sí lo estoy cogiendo sentido. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! Coño, déjame salir, cabronazo. Corre, corre, corre. Poción. Pero tío, que estoy yéndome hacia atrás, tío. ¿Está ya? ¿En serio? A la mierda. Coño. Hostia, tío. Si yo no tengo pistolas, ¿de dónde coño lo sacas? Qué guapo, tío.
Greenblood,
El juego.
how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious. I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off. Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Se está a bordo del bote, dice. No, ya este barco se fue a la mierda. Está claro.
Gentlemen.
Buah, otro trofeo.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Qué guapo, tío.
Weigh anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
$2.875 días después. Los campamentos te viajan con rapidez a otros destinos que hayas descubierto. La pausa táctica L1 también te permite ver información detallada sobre los enemigos. Vale. A veces aparece una calavera encima de un enemigo, lo que significa que su nivel es muy superior al tuyo. En casos así, lo mejor suele ser evitar el enfrentamiento. La misión activa de tu registro de misiones se muestra en este color. Vale. La gran salida. Misión cumplida. Experiencia tenía 1200. ¿Habré subido nivel? No creo. Ahí, tú estrega la madera. No nos cruzamos con piratas ni nada, tío. Ahí, pim, pim. Buah, están huyendo de un bicho. O sea, es todo una montaña. Qué guapo, tío. ¿Qué coño?
Charming, welcoming courtesy. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry these doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Wow. Hombre, me quedó a curto, tío. Compañeros de equipo, 1 de 2. Tu equipo está incompleto, añade un compañero. Añadir. Ah, vale, 2 de 2, vale. Ahora sí. Que subimos de nivel, tíos. Nivel 5. Coño, tío, el nivel 5, ¿por qué no me deja, tío? Será cabrón. Vale, tenemos que descubrir ciencias, tío. Espérate, subí de nivel, ¿no? O sí, o no. Espérate. Sí. A ver. Ah, no, pero este ya la... Claro. Que no lo había puesto antes, tío. Yo voy en el nivel 4 a punto del 5. Me cago en todo. Bueno. Pues ya estamos en la isla. Qué guapo, tío. Ahora seguro que se queja del palacio. Vamos a ver. Aquí tenemos algo. Ah, no. Vela. Espíritu del cobre, la verdad que se reventaron la cabeza, con el nombre. Espérate, por aquí. Mierda, por aquí no hay salida, Monedas y munición. Plaza de Ursay. Agüita al palacio.
Atoy, sien sradi dau quint. Dadagudach me in.
Attention, soldier!
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnir. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
¿En serio, tío? Ahora te puteo. Kurt, quédate aquí de momento. Vale, tenemos que ir al piso de arriba. Vamos, señora, que es usted un poco sospechoso.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme, to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there's a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
¡Guau, chaval! ¡Qué guapo está! Vamos, señores.
Desade, do you have a moment?
¿Tiene un momento? A ver, ¿qué coño quieres, tío?
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but I need your help.
I'm listening, sir.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchant's travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark the places you deem to be safe on your map.
Very well. I will take care of it, Professor.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. One more thing. Do you remember that gigantic creature that you defeated in Serene? Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. An accident was inevitable. But according to my sources, there are others of them on this island, and your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Serafedin, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them. Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
Bueno, otra misión. Establece un campamento en la región de 0 de 4, toma ya. Vale, 3 de 0, 0 de 3, coño, quería decir. Reúnete con el gobernador de la alianza. Y llega a la aldea de tal. Imagínate. Reúnete con llega a la aldea de Virejiri, reúnete con el Selemi y pregunta sobre la maldición. Habla con el contramaestre, el cuartel de la guardia, moneda serena. Vale, aquí tenemos un viaje rápido. Coño. Residencia Sarde. Ah, tenemos una casa. Lo que iba a hacer. ¿Dónde está curtido? ¿Cómo puedo...? ¿Cómo puedo yo poner a Kurt en mi equipo, sabes? No puedo, no sé. No sé cómo carajo se hace. Espérate que tenemos un cofre aquí.
Come closer, good people. The cure in
Vale, tenemos que ir hacia allá. Otro cofre. Otro cofre. Ok. Está en pleno crecimiento esto, ¿eh? Guau, chaval. Qué guapo. Freddy. Joder. Se compone de varias regiones interconectadas. Cuando explores descubrirás campamentos que te permiten descansar y realizar viajes rápidos, ¿vale? Cuando llegues al final de un camino, usa la interfaz de viaje para seleccionar tu próximo destino. Vale, también hay caravanas cerca de las principales ciudades para realizar viajes rápidos de un lugar a otro. Vale. Como por ejemplo, esta caravana. Pero esto lo descubriremos en el próximo capítulo. Qué guapo se ve, tío. Está impresionante. Ya tengo ganas de que sea el próximo capítulo. Like, suscribirse y hasta pronto. Chao, chao.